Greetings, everybody, and welcome to Refugee to Industrial Regent, Season 2. I do have a number of different options for transportation. I can walk, of course. I mean, it's very versatile to walk, but it's not it's not particularly quick. I think I can cover at most 12 to 1,500 blocks in a day, and that's a full day's walking. And given some of the distances I have to cover, I mean, Byzantium here is at about 0, 0. Petrola alone is somewhere around 1,000 blocks away by road. 800 to 1,000, somewhere in there. Constantine's challenge is easily 500-600 blocks. It's even 100 blocks, I think, from the gates of Byzantium and Odysseus is about 80 blocks. It's effective. It will get me virtually anywhere, but it is slow. I do have the mine carts, and they're substantially faster than walking, but I have to lay down an entire line to be able to go anywhere by minecart. Useful for getting to places I've already been to before. Not so useful for getting to new locations. And yes, there will be the need to build additional outposts in this stage and in every upcoming stage. Again, tracks useful once I've built the outpost. Not so useful until I get the outpost built. I do have airplanes. I even have an airport from which I can take off and land. The problem is, I only have one airport. So at this point, planes are only useful for reconnaissance. And even once I get other runways built, I still have to have that infrastructure built up in advance. Again, useful once I have the infrastructure set up, useless until then. Boats are, of course, limited to the waterways. Useful for places along the shores. Not so useful if it's not along the shore, if I don't have a water path to that location. There is one way around almost all of these issues. I don't think it's going to be as fast as a minecart track, but it does give me the versatility of walking at least. It also overcomes another disadvantage of walking, which is that I can actually carry chests and I think barrels as well this way, instead of having to rely solely on what I can carry on my in my inventory. Now, to do that, I do need to set some stuff up, and I've got a design in mind. I've already gone ahead and crafted myself some drawbridges. I'm going to take these carpenter's blocks, and I'm going to use them to make these carpenter's ladders. They do have one particular advantage over almost every other ladder I'm aware of. That makes it particularly useful for this project. Next up, let me think here. Start like that, redstone in the middle. Glass panes around the edge gives me the measurement gauges from Archimedes ships. And then iron, sticks, and planks gives me the helm. And then I can use wool and string. Man, am I glad I set up that automated that sheep farm in Odysseus. Especially since I was actually running a bit low on string. So what I did was I built a new power line up here so I could support some more machines in this room. And then I built a pulverizer and set it up here. Insert wool. One wool will give you 4 string, which is very good because, like I said, I'm running a bit low on string at the moment. And I actually have enough wool and string at this point for 6 stacks of air balloons. And based on the ratio I have set up, that allows 4 stacks of other blocks. I think that will be enough for at least a small airship. I am going to need to gather some additional materials. I definitely want to make sure I have some chests for storage. What do I have for chests anyway? Alright, let me go ahead and grab 12 of those. And how about 4 of these barrels? For those things that I'll need a lot more of. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and fill these barrels up off camera. I think, yeah, I'll fill them up off camera. But I'll go ahead and build my airship in the next segment. I will see you shortly. Alright, I'm at a sector of the airport that is presently unused. I've gone ahead and built up a little bit of scaffolding so that I have my airship, as it's being built, elevated off the ground. It's time to actually start the construction. Yeah, okay. Let me start from down here. There we go. Get that first block placed so that I have a nice reference point. There we go. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And this is basically going to be the reference point between the, the main area of the ship and the entrance. I'm going to build the entrance out this way. Let me put a torch here. Now, let me start off here. 2, 3, 4, and 5. 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. And actually, I think I should be building this one further out this way. Hopefully I have the budget for this. Alright. Next up are the first 2 drawbridges. I will go ahead, let me think. If I remember correctly, yeah, I want 2 oak wood planks in here and 1 in here. And that seems about right. So what I can do is go ahead and lay the rest of the floor like so. Now I'm going to go from the top and place a drawbridge pointing down. And I'm going to go ahead and put all but 4 of the carpenter's ladders in this drawbridge. The reason I'm only putting 16 in here is because that's all this drawbridge can place. I'm wishing I brought a ladder, or not a ladder, a lever with me. The worst part is I might be able to get one without all that much in the way of difficulty. Right. Then making my way over here. Yep, grab a piece of cobblestone out of there. That was the hole I filled in. Let's grab a quick log. There we go. Turn the log into planks. 2 of the planks into sticks. And voila, I have a lever. So that gets that sorted out. Now to make my way back over to my airship construction site. Go ahead and put the oak wood planks back on the hotbar. I will need them. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to get rid of that torch for the moment. Replace it there temporarily. Go ahead and place that like so. And the drawbridge here. Now, I'm going to do a quick little test of this to see if this is even viable. Alright. See, I can go like this. And then I go up like so. Yeah. Okay, so that will work. So let me go ahead and retract the ladders. There we go. Make sure I have a way to get up here. I forgot something on my redstone front, didn't I? Let me think here. Yeah, I did. Oh well. I'll leave a space for it and then fix it up in a little bit. Alright. At any rate, let me go ahead and start by... Well, actually, I probably shouldn't put the lever there just yet. Well, actually, no, that might work. That might be okay. Alright. That said, let me go ahead and do that. Yep, so that powers that up. So now when I turn that on, that closes, which is actually okay. It's almost exactly what I want. Let me think. Now, in order to pull this off, see, this is why I have the extra scaffolding. Because now I need to get underneath here. Yeah, like so. And then go ahead and place the rest of those like so. And now I can verify that that works properly. But in order to make this work, I need to cut a plank into covers. Alright, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put covers on the bottom here. So you go ahead and put a cover on top like so. And then on the 3 sides here, and that completely conceals the redstone on the bottom there. And as for the top, 2 covers like so completes that coverage. Although realistically, I can probably get away without this one, can't I? Yeah, because there's gonna be a plank here, but I need the cover on top. Yeah. Well, that's fine, I think, except that, now that I think about it, even that won't work. I'm not sure I necessarily want that there, do I? Yeah. Alright, and that's where the missing piece that I didn't craft before I came out here will go. Before you ask, it's a NOT gate. Now, I might as well go ahead and show you the recipe. I think that will give the recipe, yeah. It's 3 cathodes, an anode, and a conductive plate. The anode is 4 redstone on 3 circuit plates. Cathodes are redstone torch on a circuit plate. Of course, conductive plate is redstone on a circuit plate. Yeah, all of that, of course, from Project Red. Alright. Now, of course, I will want to make sure I leave some room for that. I also, now that I think about it, that's still not quite enough covers, is it? Yeah. Well, thankfully that's easy enough to remedy. Alright. Now I'm going to go ahead and, okay, fall down off the top of the under construction airship. Unfortunately, it means I'm going to have to build my way back up. Won't I? Yeah. Alright. Go ahead and place those like so. Might as well... actually, it'll probably be okay for me to do this thickened glass for the walls back here. Yeah. I mean, just to make it look a little bit neater. Alright, so that gets a block. There we go. And the reason I'm only doing that one high is because of all that there. Let's go ahead and do that like so. Go ahead and finish this around. Do that like so. Get these 2 covers. Leave that open because I still have to put the NOT gate in there. And the bad news is it actually looks like I might have blown through a respectable chunk of my block budget. I started out with 2.5 stacks of oak wood planks. I have 44 left. I suspect that will be a problem. Alright, let me go ahead and clean that up a little bit. Go ahead and put a block there so that I could conceivably get up here. Alright. Yeah, let me see here. Yeah, so something like that. Alright. Let me think here. So, chests will go like so. This is going to be a bit narrow. There we go. And like so. But that will work, I think. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do that like so. Now I can bring the barrels in. And just go ahead and lay them on top, quite simply like so. Yeah. Alright, there we go. And I think just, well, you know what? Rather than doing that like so, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use the thickened glass all the way across the front. Go ahead and put the helm here. Actually, yeah, go ahead and put that there. Alright. Hey, if I try to play it on the glass, it will actually go onto the helm. Well, that works for me. Now I just need to figure out what I'm going to do with the rest of this. I mean, yes, but block budget is going to be somewhat limited, but not super dramatically so. Which is actually alright for me. Alright, let me go ahead and eat some cooked chicken. It looks like I will need to run back to my storehouse. I'll need to craft that knot gate. Realistically, I mean, I could probably do the glass one block higher. And I could plausibly even get away with doing that like so there. Just to give a bit of definition on this. But realistically, the rest of this is all going to be wooden planks. So, yeah, this is... yeah, that's all of my glass. So let's see, how much wooden planks do I need? I need... see, it looks like 8, 12, 13, 26 for over there. 41? I think I could just about get it in my plank budget. Alright, let me go ahead and grab a few more planks, get my knot gate sorted out. I shall return. Alright, I'm back. First things first, I've got my knot gate, which is great. As you can see, the ladder is going down. And if I flip the lever, you can see the gates all close and the ladder came up. That's exactly what I want. So I now basically have two states in this. I can either have this open, in which case I'll have a way down, and then back up, so long as I'm careful on the way back up. Yeah. Or I can close this off, seal the room off, and basically be ready to fly. Alright, now, I'm not going to close this up just yet. I'm going to go into the drawbridge. I'm going to put a piece of a wooden plank in this left slot, and that's going to disguise the drawbridge as a wooden plank so that it doesn't stand out quite so much. Yeah, definitely looks a lot cleaner. Alright, back up here to place the plank cover. I'm going to go ahead and put a torch down there. So go ahead and, let's see, get rid of the scaffolding that I had previously placed down. Now that I've got that carpenter's ladder as a way up and down into the main area of the ship. And now I'm going to go ahead and finish out the process of actually building the ship. Right there we go. Like so. And, you know, a thought occurs to me. I'm going to go ahead and make a crafting table and a crafting station. Go ahead and get back into the belly of the ship. And it wouldn't be a bad idea to place the crafting station down. There we go. And for my convenience, it links to the chest to its left. Which is alright, I suppose. Although actually I don't want that to be a wooden slab, do I? No, I actually want the upper half to be slabs, not the lower half. Yeah, because that's going to give me a consistent ceiling, or a consistent roof, rather, to the main body of the airship. Let me check the lighting. Okay, yeah, so a second torch there will do the job. Now, I should just need 2 on the corners here. And now I can actually start the process of laying down the air balloons. And this is what's actually going to give me lift. Yeah, there we go. Now, I've got 384 of these air balloons, and I don't want to leave any out. So unfortunately, that's a job I'm going to be finishing up off camera. I shall return with a completed airship. Alright, so the aesthetics on the first airship aren't exactly the best, and the balloon looks a bit on the small side. It's time for the first flight test of this thing. Let me go ahead and pull the ladder up. No. Uh-oh. Drat. Well, that wasn't what I, okay, looks like I may have underestimated the number of, hot air balloon blocks I'd need to hoist this up. I'm gonna be expanding that hot air balloon portion off camera, if I can ever get this ship to decompile. I shall return. Alright, after a bit of work off camera to, redirect the rail line that previously carried creosote oil from Petrola to Byzantium, to now carry charcoal from Petrola to Odessos, to the power station in Odessos that powers the cow and sheep farms, and letting said cow and sheep farms run so that I could generate enough wool to craft another 700 air balloon blocks. I finally have a working airship. I hope you don't mind, I took the liberty of replacing the oak plank supports with oak wood fences, and also edging the top and bottom with oak wood steps. instead of keeping the box look. I think it looks a little bit better. I mean, it's not perfect. I also had to get rid of the most of the rail wire. Unfortunately, it didn't seem to actually travel with the airship all that well. But yeah, at any rate, I can now get in here. I can press forward. Wait, that's the down key. There's the up key. There we go. And we're moving forward at a respectable clip here. No comparison, obviously, to the trains, I don't think. But it's certainly a solid clip. Definitely fast enough to get where I need to go in a reasonable length of time. Fair bit faster than walking. Now if I can remember which is the up and down key. Yeah. And now we're flying around this mesa biome over here, and as we do so, and actually, before I call it an episode, I would like to attempt a remote landing. Alright. So now make my descent a bit further. Now, I don't have to touch the ground, but I do have to be somewhat close. Et voila! Well, that's why I grabbed the scaffold. Sometimes it will kick me out of the boat. But don't worry, I have an easy answer to that issue, courtesy of these scaffolds. I should probably make sure I have some with me at all times. The other thing you may have noticed is that the direction the ladder goes is actually kind of independent of which way the airship's pointing. It will always point in the same direction, which is actually why I set this a little bit of an L-shaped area here, so that no matter which way the airship's pointing, I can always get up and down onto and off of the ship. Alright, and the best part is, at night, I can roll that up and not let mobs come in here. Also useful when I'm ready to actually take off. And with that, my airship and this episode is complete. I will see you next time, everybody, with a new outpost.